Hey everybody, Sean here with Some Dude in Texas, and welcome back. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. Hey, I know it's been a while since my last episode. It's been a few weeks, but kind of took a little break, and also life got a little busy. But I'm back, and I've got some killer stuff to show y'all in this episode. I got 4 records, 2 new releases from this month, and then 2 classics. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm pretty sure you already guessed what the first one's going to be here. It just came out yesterday. That's right. Cannibal Corpse's new Chaos Horrific. I tell you what, this is another, AC/DC of death metal band, right? You know what you're going to get. If you like Cannibal Corpse, you're not going to be disappointed. Especially these later albums they put out. Just been consistent, just heavy, old school death metal that Cannibal Corpse does so well. Here's the back. Pretty cool zombie looking artwork. Dude swinging the axe. Gatefold. Picture of the guys. Man, that's some cool artwork right there. Now this one I got, it's the limited indie release. It's on they call it, the color's fog. It's just kind of a white kind of swirl. Pretty cool. Now this has got 10 tracks on it. And I've had a chance, I've listened to it one time. I think right now, the first 2 songs really stick out. Overlords of Violence and Frenzied Feeding. But one thing, especially over the past, couple albums, one thing that really sticks out is just the guitars on this, man. It's just a wall of heaviness. And I think this is Eric Raton. I think this is his second album with the band. And he also did production on it. So if you like the last album, like the way it sound, I don't think you're going to be disappointed with this one. It's got that big, heavy up front guitar sound. Drums sound great. Bass, and of course, George's vocals are just, right on as always. Right. Like I said, if you like Cannibal Corpse, you know what you're getting into. I don't think you're going to be disappointed. And that's Chaos Horrific. Go check it out. All right, the next one, another new release from a band that came out earlier this month. And I tell you, once again, another band, another classic band that I missed back in the, early 90s or early 2000s that came out, and I'm glad I'm circled back around and I'm starting to listen to them now. But this is going to be the new Dying Fetus, Make Them Beg for Death. I tell you, I think right now this has got to be my favorite release of the year so far for 2023. Now I know we got a few more months, so we'll see what else comes out, but just heavy, kind of groove death metal with cool, technical feels and some awesome guitar solos. Of course, I start with those arpeggios, sweeps, and everything. It's just killer, man. Awesome guitar tone. There's an insert here. I've also been watching a lot of live videos of these guys, and I'll tell you, for being a 3-piece band, they just sound huge, man. John Gallagher, his guitar tone just really kind of punches you in the face and just kind of, fills that void. You wouldn't think it's just one guitar player. They've got 10 tracks on this one, and I think my favorite on this album is going to be the 3rd track on side A, and that's Feast of Ashes. Just heavy, but in the middle they got this cool, just triplet kind of grooving guitar part, and then it just leads into, a killer guitar solo that starts off with some real technical arpeggios. Man, it's just killer stuff all around. Like I said, I think, right now this has got to be my favorite release of the year. If you haven't checked it out, do yourself a big favor and do so. Once again, new Dying Fetus, Make Them Beg for Death. And this one I got, they've got different colors. This one came out in yellow, nothing real fancy, but check it out. All right, now next one here is a classic. It's a band that I overlooked back in the day. Heard of them, but never took the time to check them out. And was watching Anthony over at Metal Miners one day, and he was talking about this album. Went and checked it out. Man, it just blew me away, so I had to pick it up. But it's Broken Hope, Swamped in Gore. Now, I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of glad I'm circling back around and checking out these bands. Unfortunately, I missed back in the day. And I'm thankful that these record labels are reissuing these as well, because I'm able to listen to some killer old school death metal. This one I just picked up on black vinyl, nothing really fancy. Gatefold, cool artwork. Check that dude out. Got the lyrics. Picture on the back. I really like it. Like, I'm really getting into the, these classic bands. Like I said, I'm glad I'm circling back and around and checking them out. If you were living on the rock like I was and you haven't heard Broken Hope, Swamped in Gore, definitely check it out. All right, now the last one, man, it's one of my favorite bands from back in the day. I've actually got my CD still that I bought from back in the early 90s. And one of my local go-to shops, he posted this on Instagram. It's a reissue, but I was shocked. I never thought I'd be able to get one on vinyl. But it's this bad boy right here, Gore Guts, Considered Dead. Got it on a limited edition transparent red. There's the back. Killer artwork. And like nothing fancy, just transparent red. Insert, picture of the guys. But I remember just spinning this CD just constantly back in the day, and luckily it survived throughout, all my moves and everything throughout the years, and I still got it back there, and was really stoked to be able to pick it up on vinyl. And my favorite song on here's got to be Stiff and Cold, man. That guitar squill he does coming out of that real kind of slow riff, punches you in the face, is killer stuff. If you haven't heard this one, if you've been living under a rock, never heard Gore Guts, definitely check out their first album, Considered Dead. All right, well, that wraps up this episode. And if you like what you see, be sure you hit that subscribe and like button. And be sure to leave me some comments, man. I like talking to you guys. And once again, hey, thanks for watching. Until next time, y'all take care.
Y'all come back now, you hear?